Imagine living a life where every dollar you earn works as hard as you do. Instead of feeling stressed about money, you feel in control and secure. This is the power of frugal living. Frugality isn't about being cheap or denying yourself the things you love. It's about making smart choices, focusing on what truly matters, and cutting out the rest. In a world where it's easy to spend without thinking, frugal living offers a refreshing approach. It's a way to stretch your dollars further, allowing you to save more, spend less, and still enjoy life. Whether you're trying to pay off debt, save for the future, or simply want to live with less stress, adopting frugal habits can make a big difference. In this video, we'll explore 7 key habits that people who live frugally swear by. These habits are not only practical, but also have a big impact on your financial health. Inspired by experts like Dave Ramsey and the philosophy of Essentialism, these tips will help you start saving money and living a more intentional life today. Number 1, embracing essentialism. Embracing essentialism means focusing on what truly matters and letting go of everything else. It's about asking yourself, do I really need this? Before making a purchase or committing your time. Essentialism isn't about living with nothing, it's about living with just enough. By cutting out the unnecessary, you make room for the things that bring real value to your life. Think of it like cleaning out a cluttered closet. When you remove the items you no longer wear, you can easily find and enjoy the clothes you love the most. The same idea applies to your finances and your life. By spending less on things you don't need, you free up money and energy for the things that matter most, like saving for a dream vacation or spending time with family. A great way to start is by identifying one area of your life where you can simplify. For example, try reducing the number of streaming services you pay for or cutting back on how often you eat out. These small changes can lead to big savings and a clearer, more focused life. Embracing essentialism is the first step toward living frugally and with purpose. Number 2, budgeting with intention. Budgeting often sounds like a chore, but it's one of the most powerful tools for living frugally. When you budget with intention, you take control of your money instead of letting your money control you. Budgeting isn't about restricting yourself. It's about being mindful of where your money goes and making sure it aligns with your goals. Think of your budget as a plan for your money. Without a plan, it's easy to overspend and wonder where all your money went at the end of the month. But with a budget, every dollar has a purpose. You know exactly how much you can spend on groceries, entertainment, and savings. This helps you avoid unnecessary expenses and keeps you on track to reach your financial goals. One popular method is Dave Ramsey's envelope system, where you set aside cash in different envelopes for each category in your budget. Once the envelope is empty, you stop spending in that category for the month. This system helps you stay disciplined and prevents overspending. Creating a budget doesn't have to be complicated. You can start by listing your monthly income and expenses. Then, decide how much you want to allocate to each category, like housing, food, and savings. There are many free apps and tools that can help you track your spending, but even a simple pen and paper will do. Budgeting with intention helps you make sure your money is working for you, helping you save more and live a financially stress-free life. Number 3, mastering the art of delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is the practice of waiting to get something you want. Instead of buying something right away, you pause and consider if it's really worth it. This habit is powerful because it helps you avoid impulse purchases and saves you money in the long run. Imagine you see a new gadget or a pair of shoes you like. Your first instinct might be to buy it right away. But if you wait, even for just 24 hours, you might realize that you don't need it as much as you thought. This simple act of waiting can help you make better decisions about how you spend your money. Research has shown that people who practice delayed gratification tend to be more successful in saving money and reaching their financial goals. The famous marshmallow test, where children were asked to wait to get a second marshmallow, showed that those who waited ended up doing better in life later on. To start mastering delayed gratification, try setting a rule for yourself. Wait 24 hours before making any non-essential purchases. This gives you time to think about whether you really need the item or if it's just a passing desire. Over time, this habit will help you save more money and make smarter financial choices. Number 4, learning the value of DIY. DIY, or do-it-yourself, is a key habit for anyone looking to save money and live frugally. Instead of paying someone else to do something, frugal people often choose to do it themselves. Whether it's fixing a leaky faucet, cooking a meal from scratch, or making homemade gifts, DIY can save you a lot of money. One of the biggest benefits of DIY is that it teaches you new skills. For example, learning to cook at home can save you money on expensive takeout and help you eat healthier. Similarly, doing small repairs around the house yourself can save you the cost of hiring a handyman. An example might be someone who starts a small vegetable garden instead of buying all their produce from the store. Not only does this save money, but it also provides fresh, healthy food. You don't have to be an expert to start doing things yourself. There are plenty of resources available like YouTube tutorials and DIY blogs that can guide you step by step. Start small, like fixing a loose button or cooking a simple meal, and gradually take on bigger projects. The more you learn, the more you can save, making DIY a valuable part of frugal living. Number 5. Leveraging secondhand shopping. Secondhand shopping is a smart way to save money while still getting the things you need. Instead of buying brand new items, frugal people often look for gently used items at thrift stores, online marketplaces, or garage sales. This habit not only helps you save money, but it's also better for the environment. When you buy secondhand, you can find quality items at a fraction of the cost. For example, you might find a designer jacket or a piece of furniture that's barely been used, but is much cheaper than buying it new. Plus, secondhand shopping often leads to unique finds that you wouldn't get in regular stores. Another advantage is that it reduces waste. When you buy used items, you're giving them a second life instead of contributing to the demand for new products, which requires more resources to produce. To get the most out of secondhand shopping, start by exploring local thrift stores or browsing online platforms like eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Take your time to look through items carefully and be patient. It's worth waiting to find exactly what you need. By making secondhand shopping a habit, you can save a significant amount of money while still enjoying quality products. Number 6. Cooking at home and meal planning. Cooking at home is one of the best ways to save money and eat healthier. When you cook your own meals, you control what goes into your food, and you can avoid the high costs of eating out. Meal planning takes this a step further by helping you organize your meals for the week, which saves both time and money. When you eat out, even at fast food places, the costs add up quickly. A simple meal out can cost you 3 to 4 times more than if you cooked the same meal at home. By cooking at home, you can make more food for less money and often have leftovers for the next day. Meal planning is a key part of making home cooking work. It involves deciding in advance what meals you'll prepare for the week. This helps you avoid last-minute takeout orders and reduces food waste because you buy only what you need. Start by picking a few simple recipes you enjoy, then make a shopping list with the ingredients you need. Try to choose recipes that use similar ingredients to save even more. Batch cooking, where you prepare large portions of food at once, is another great strategy. For example, you could cook a big pot of soup or a casserole and eat it over several days. This not only saves time, but also ensures you always have a homemade meal ready to go. By cooking at home and planning your meals, you can save a lot of money and enjoy healthier, more satisfying meals. Number 7. Avoiding debt and paying cash. One of the most important habits of frugal people is avoiding debt and paying with cash whenever possible. Debt can be a huge burden, making it hard to save money and live stress-free. By staying out of debt, you keep more of your money for yourself instead of giving it away in interest payments. Frugal people often follow a simple rule. If they can't pay for something in cash, they don't buy it. This habit helps them avoid unnecessary purchases and the trap of credit card debt. Paying with cash also makes spending more real. When you see the money leaving your hand, you're more likely to think carefully about your purchases. Using cash can also help you stick to your budget. For example, you might withdraw a set amount of money each week for groceries and daily expenses. Once the cash is gone, you know you've reached your limit for the week, which helps you avoid overspending. If you already have debt, focusing on paying it off as quickly as possible is key. Start by paying off small debts first to build momentum, or tackle the highest interest debts to save money on interest. By avoiding new debt and using cash, you can keep your finances healthy and free from unnecessary stress. Frugal living is about making smart choices with your money, focusing on what truly matters and cutting out the rest. These habits aren't about deprivation. They're about gaining control over your finances and enjoying life more. You'll see how small changes can make a big impact and lead to a simpler, more fulfilling life. Now, if you want to learn how to achieve financial success, then watch this video next. If you made it to this point in the video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.